Well. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Touhou World Cup. What do we have
Welcome.
today? We have TD scoring 10 desires. This is a very peculiar game. I like this game a lot, and I think the players here with me in comms like it too. How are you doing, guys?
Hello, I'm doing fine.
Well, hello guys, this is a very funny category, so I hope you guys enjoy it as well.
GT is a very interesting game scoring-wise. Its scoring system is very different from most other Touhou games.
Yeah, for this game it basically has a very beginner-friendly entry by just SSC everything, but we will let you see that later on.
Yeah,
Don't be fooled. This game can get really difficult at a really high level like this.
This game,
Yeah.
when it comes to high level, it's known to be very strict with how you can handle mistakes. Usually, if there is a mistake, depending on the section, the route just ends, which is gonna be true for most Touhou games, really, but this game specifically, especially when it comes to resources, it's a huge issue. We're talking about the game itself. I think it's let's actually go in depth with the category and talk about the mechanics. Let's bring up the slides. So, most people already know watching this. This is Touhou World Cup. This is the 4th edition, 2023. This is an annual international tournament for the shoot-'em-up games of the Touhou project. Each match we feature 2 or 3 contestants that play on either a survival or scoring category, and usually extra for scoring specifically, and Lunatic for either survival or scoring. For this match specifically, this category, 3D Lunatic scoring, we have 90 minutes of reset time, which is lower than most other games. You'd expect a scoring match to be longer than this. However, as we said, TD is quite unique, and a lot of TD is going fast. On most games, you want to milk by timing down things and patterns, but here, going fast and killing stuff quickly is often the ideal play. As per usual, we have TWC score as the number that will actually determine the winner of the match, because as per usual the scores that each character can achieve are going to be different based on their potential, and TWC score will try to balance that. So, game mechanics. The spirits are the core of the scoring system. There are many types of spirit. Mainly, blue spirit are point item value. They are what increase the point item value, which we short in PIV. Grey are direct score. They are worth like point items. Pink and green are life and bone pieces. Most people that play TD will know that. How to generate spirits, though, that's... there are many ways you can generate spirit faster. For example, damaging bosses while getting close to them, which we call shotgunning, will give a massive bonus in spirit spawning. They are going to spawn much faster. Specifically, blue spirits will spawn faster. And also, quickly killing stage enemies will spawn blue spirits faster. And spawning enough blue spirits quickly is the condition to spawn the grey spirits. And what's the spirits? What do the spirits do? Well, other than give score and PIV, they fill up the trance gauge. And when the trance gauge is filled up, you can enter trance mode, which does a few things. First of all, it makes you invincible, which is good for general survival and, more importantly, getting close to bosses. As you can see in the picture, you can get close and shotgun for blue spirits. And then we also, you see the bonus on the left, those are the effects that trance has over the spirits. The blue spirits get massively increased PIV, and pink and green spirits, they are gonna give more resources.
So for how we...
Go ahead.
Okay. So how we balance the sort around? you can see that Yomu score very high. This is because she has a very strong focus shot that can split kill the stack enemy extremely well. And that makes her the best character to farm the spirit on the stage, which exactly makes her the strongest scorer in this game.
Yeah, well, Marisa is also another shot with great damage. She's got really good speed. She's got a very solid bomb. Her trance is also really good, and yeah, she's very good at.
Something funny about the Reimu and Sanae, more specifically Sanae, people that know TD a bit might know that Sanae does spawn, she does gain more trans gauge for Spirit Collection, but that does not help Sanae at all, because people that also play a lot of TD will know that Sanae sucks. And
yes.
The bonus spirit generation does not help her much, which leaves us with the main shots which we expect to see, Marisa and Yomu. So, why do we even expect those shots? Who are these players?
So, I'm going to first talk about Lyrica. Lyrica is the uncontested king of Marisa. He pushed this category absolutely to insane lengths. Before Lyrica started scoring TD, the world record was at it was a bit above 3.6 billion. Now it's above 3.8 thanks to him. So
on the other hand, we have SCF Fan, who is basically a very mysterious player, but don't worry, we know who is he, and he is very good, and he might have a very strong run going on today.
XCFan he's the mystery box of this match. As we just said, who knows who this XCFan is? We even struggle to... Even how they play is a bit mysterious. We do not know what to expect from them. We just know they are good.
Oh, Genshin back!
Wait, what?
We saw live Lyrica.
Maybe it's gonna be like KTT playing Minecraft. I'm expecting to see a huge TWC logo to show up on Lyrica's stream.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Lyrica is a big Ayaka fan. The only reason I know that character is named Ayaka is because there are a bunch of people on the Touhou community that really like that character. I don't play Genshin.
Me neither.
So, we didn't elaborate, but if the game mechanics haven't made it clear already, 90 minutes of reset time, as you heard in the mechanics, that's pretty much because players want to shoot down enemies, and more specifically bosses, a lot. They want to be quick about it, to generate as many spirits as possible. The way you generate more spirits is by going fast. Timing down won't usually help you in any way.
You really want to kill these enemies as fast as possible.
There are obviously there are exceptions. There are a bunch of patterns where the optimal thing is to just slow down a bit your damage, but they are very, very specific patterns which we will have time to talk about.
Yeah.
新霊量ルナティックマリサで 38.3 億という記録を持っている方なんですけど、こちらですね、前2に2億ほど差をつけての圧倒的な全一という方であります。
Alright. 1 minute left.
ちょっと36億の全一の頃に稼いでた身としてはちょっと38.3 億という記録を持っている方なんですけど、
It would be funny if he actually played Rainbow right now.
I'm betting on Yomu. I don't think he's gonna pull out the Rainbow.
Not
Just
gonna
allow that
lie,
happening.
if XCF fans starts playing Reimu, it's gonna be a big issue for us on commentary. I'm not gonna lie.
Rainbow is strange.
Yeah, but we probably won't be seeing her, at least, so it's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be Yomu
Okay, Lyrica
versus Marisa
starting.
now. Wait, already?
Okay, never mind.
10 seconds left according to Kuge's timer.
I'm fairly certain the timer will be synced. Let's see with the global timer and... Huh.
Not yet. Will.
Okay, I'm assuming it's an issue of the global timer right now.
Oh,
It's not...
XCF starting.
But yeah, the timer for XCF already started, so yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're having some issue with the global timer.
Why is the reset time at 89? Okay.
Don't worry. So we're already going with Yomu. Lyrica's a bit behind, but let's talk about stage 1. What to expect stage?
For Yomu in particular, usually she has a very easy step 1 because you just need to play normally to get bomb on Ryuko first on to get a chance. So step 1 for her is basically free. Unless SCF fan does something really crazy. We'll see it right now. Yeah, I don't know if he's changing that.
We're gonna find out. For now, it's looking regular.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty normal.
Yeah,
Nothing really going on.
Yeah, so far the main goal of all players on stage 1 is to just try to chain as much as possible. We didn't quite mention this, the word chaining. When we say chaining, we refer to keeping the blue spirits spawning quickly enough for grey spirits. To elaborate on this, if you spawn a total of 10 blue spirits, at least 1 per second, after 10 spirits you are gonna start spawning grey spirits, and as long as you keep the blue spirits spawning once per second, you are gonna keep spawning grey spirits.
Yeah.
So you already see Lyrica reset already. That's because we tried to do full chain on second half step 1. Yeah. So this is why Yomu step 1 is easy because she just doesn't need to do that at all. Whereas Marisa had to do that. So we can expect to see a lot of reset here.
Yeah, Marisa's stage 1, especially at this level, is really tight. The chain that's required to perform to execute the route is really precise, and it's really easy to die on it.
Yeah, the main advantage of Marisa is just her speed, which does help compared to Yomu sometimes, but that's pretty much her only advantage. Yomu has bigger advantages, mainly the slash. And also the fact that...
oh wow.
Yep.
So XF just did the half step 1 round for Yomu, which you didn't notice he actually unfocused shotgun the third spell until he gets a chance. And because that he can chance first, and now he gets a bomb. And because he can bomb later, he gets 1 extra flame into stack 2. That's the half stack 1 for Yomu.
Yep.
And what
you can see that Lyrica is doing the hard stage 1 for Marisa.
Yeah.
Hence usually he'll get it.
Okay, that's regular.
Yeah, that's really what he wanted to get. So the main purpose of hard stage 1 for Marisa is that he wants to enter Yuko with full gauge so that he can trans first on.
Yep.
Which is always hard to do for Marisa. She has the speed to do it, it's just you have to rely a bit on how the enemies spawn on the stage.
Yeah, which is pretty much random.
Yeah, it's random spawn and random fry interval, so you can die easily while trying to chase after the fucking spirit.
Oh. They might have made a mistake here. Yup.
Yep.
Or maybe not, they're considering...
I think they dropped the Lyrica chain somewhere and split the spirit side in.
Yeah, they're resetting.
Yeah, failing routes onto the... it can be catastrophic. I'm not too sure if that one is catastrophic, but I'm just gonna assume it is.
Well, it's still early, so
Arisa
is worth it.
I think he's trying to how to go
Lyrica
for
died on final.
right now. Oh no, did he die to the softening?
Yeah, he died to Lyrica final. I think he tried to point blank it for a bit.
So when one of the thing about half Marisa round stack 1 is if you do the half stack run round, you probably gonna soften the final for a little bit, and that can be dangerous.
The classic scary shotgun on final.
Yeah.
So
And some people
what
just
I'm
point blank.
thinking yeah, you go first.
Some people just point blank the entirety of Lyrica final. It's not. Although I haven't really seen it often on Marisa.
It's possible, but very hard to do for sure.
Especially with Marisa's increased hitbox size.
So, while we are still in stage 1, I think it's good to talk about the general game plan for TD, because it's not... So, some people might expect for the goal to be to get as many spirits as possible, trance as many times as possible, and just collect as many spirits as you can and let them go into the trance gauge, basically, which is not the case. The main goal of the routes are usually to just activate trances whenever you can make sure to accumulate a large amount of blue spirits. Whenever you are in trance mode, each blue spirit is gonna give 100 PIV. It's a huge PIV gain.
Of course, it's still very important to get a lot of trances, but even more important is getting trances on the most profitable sections, as Rebot mentioned.
So sometimes you would intentionally lose some spirits, or well, what happens usually is that grey spirits, since there is no bonus for collecting a grey spirit in trance mode, and since grey spirits fuel the trance gauge more, they are usually left on screen to be collected, but sometimes you intentionally want to collect more of them, just so you can get the route going.
Okay, Lyrica managed to survive enough to bomb.
Yep. And then he got softened for a little bit.
And he's in stage 2.
Okay, got into stage 2, did the hard... I think yeah. I wasn't paying too much attention. Did they manage to do the hard stage 1?
I think so.
I wasn't paying attention either, but I just guess so. That's probably the main thing he's going to be going for in stage 1.
Yeah, this time around we have both players going really risky for the first run. That's surprising, to be honest.
Yeah, it's quite surprising It's always surprising to see risky runs early in TWC.
Yeah, normally you'd expect to just try to play it safe at the beginning, get a run on the board, and then just go for the risky runs later.
Something to mention about what XCF fans just did earlier. You saw XCF suicide, which that obviously resets the bomb counter, but more importantly, if you suicide when you have at least one flame ready, your death is actually going to proc at trance mode. It's going to be a very short one because you have just one flame, but it's long enough to allow you to collect the spirits that XCF fan actually wants to collect at the beginning of stage 1.
Yes, this is incredibly important, as it's your only way of activating trance without actually needing full gauge.
Yeah.
So it's going to be utilized very heavily.
So you can see stage 2 is... Okay, you talk.
Okay, so what I say, that's to say basically why he has to do the awkward pure move stage 1, just for that. So, continue.
Why do they not collect those blue souls at the end of stage 1? Well, if there were any leftover blue spirits when they aren't collected in trance mode, they are worth 10 PIV. They are just 3 spirits are not really relevant.
No.
I didn't care.
the reason why they don't collect the blue soul at the end of step 1 is because even though it's tiny, every single blue spirit still add to your flame. I mean to your trans draw. And for the suicide to work, you need exactly 1 flame only. So if you collect too many blue spirits, you will ruin the timing. You will ruin the entire timing and mess up everything.
Okay, I didn't know that. So exactly 1 flame.
Yes, exactly 1 flame only.
Okay.
I didn't know that actually.
I just assumed you want any more than 1 flame.
Oh, you missed the ring.
Yeah.
Being off resources is really bad. So I'd like to talk about what Lyrica is doing. He's doing a head sit on Kyoko's first spell. If you sit in this specific spot around this general distance, you will actually chain using one of Marisa's lasers hitting Kyoko.
Yeah, it's a special for Marisa only.
Also, eyes on XCF for a short second. Look at that. Side spot.
Good second non for Lyrica.
Yeah, we neglected to say this, but Grace increases PIV.
Yeah.
We neglected to say this because it happens only. It's something that you want to do only on extremely specific patterns. More specifically, that pattern.
Or during bombs. Except for Marisa, she can't graze during bombs.
Yeah. So your moves actually has some decent amount of BIV from what?
Something bad?
Wait, hold on.
Did something happen?
It's very hard to keep track of the players whenever they are basically on the same
His
stage.
resources seem okay.
No, yeah, it's fine. Everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
He's on the base for 3-1 IQ, by the way. Lyrica. Unless he does a very set round on the later stage.
Oh, look at that, another safe spot. I've never seen that one. Oh,
okay, the step off on non-true is actually kind of hard to do.
Wow.
Because if you aim it incorrectly, you will just mess up the blue arrowhead and it can hit you. We're gonna see... okay. Oh, no, never mind. He's doing the easy round now. So he just do the safety round where you just bomb the spell we just see. For the hard round, you actually have to cap it unfocused softening, and that would be really hard. But for now, he just want to finish safe run, so that's cool.
So, a small detail to mention about Marisa and Yomu. Their bombs, if you start shotgunning directly below the boss when you bomb, Marisa does generate a bit more flames. I believe Yomu generates 1 flame usually, and Marisa can generate maybe 1.5 sometimes, if it's done well.
Probably due to the stronger DPS. So basically, for this game, every boss has an HP bar, obviously, but you can trade the HP for the spirit. So for a stronger bomb or stronger shot like Marisa, when she shotgun at bomb, she can get a lot of spirit very fast and kill the pattern. And when the pattern just dies and go to the next button, there's a moment of free time when you can do even more DPS on her for free.
Okay, so Lyrica just did a trick that relates to something we didn't mention. He essentially tranced and then had his trance cancelled by dialogue. Whenever a dialogue cancels your trance, you will essentially... Whenever dialogue cancels your trance, you will it will end, but with 1 flame less gauge than what you had when your trance ended.
Yeah.
So he entered Kagasa with 1.5 flames, about give or take.
That's an important technique for this game because there are several applications you just trance and then let the dialogue edit for you. So we will see that again.
A quick detail about how the players handle the point items. You can see beginning in stage 3, the PIV is starting to be quite high. Usually in the stages 1 and 2, you usually see players drop the items simply because it is more optimal to keep shooting enemies in a way that allows you to get spirits, which would often imply losing items. However, in stage 3, item starts becoming relevant, and you do want to make a compromise between optimal spirit generation and item collection.
And at this level, the players are doing pretty much everything in their power to make sure they gray as few items as possible.
So we are about to see build by design by Marisa, and this is one of the hardest build for her. Because you can see it's easy for now because she is chancing.
Yeah, his chance is vulnerable.
After the chance ends, you have to do this again.
Yeah.
And you have a very high chance of just dying here, straight up. As opposed to look at your move, you can see your move just slack around and go around, making it very easy.
Yeah.
So this is the difference between the two swords for this spell.
Okay, beautiful. Seems like he got it.
Nice.
He entered second on with one flame, which is what he wanted.
That's the good side. That means you can chance the first spell, the second spell.
Yep.
Okay, meanwhile, XCFan succeeded in what he was trying to do, and there was a tiny detail that I want to mention. So basically, what happened was XCFan tranced while the spirits were flying towards Yoshika, and they managed to collect the spirits at increased value, or more specifically...
Oh, fuck. They died?
He just managed... Ooh.
XCFan reset, okay.
Oh, I got confused.
Oh no,
There
okay,
to SD.
Oh, he's
I think they're continuing.
Yeah, he messed up a lot. So we mentioned before that dying in Can Design or doing anything off round will make you reset. But see only if you want to go for optimal score for your round. In reality, if you are good enough at changing the round, you can just do a backup. And of course you will lose like 100 million or something every time, but it's fine, you can still finish the run.
Yeah,
and
but it's still a gigantic score loss.
Yeah, just not a very big score loss, but you can still continue.
Yeah, the hard part is just actually managing to get into a comeback route.
Yeah.
So, stage 4, I expect a lot of spirits in this stage.
Yeah.
Set point the biggest, the first biggest win for in terms of PIV, because you have so many spirits that every one of your chance is extremely important. A good player can get a lot of PIV from this deck, as opposed to a bad player getting very fast PIV.
Yes.
We can
Especially on
expect
the spam
them
section.
get
The
good.
spam section is very
The
intense.
smart section get very a lot.
It has a lot of enemies, so doing it really well, getting as much PV from it as possible is crucial. Nice.
Look like Lyrica is around. I can see him on top. That's fine.
Something that we should elaborate on. We said if you want spirits, you need to quickly kill enemies. That is simply because the longer enemies stay alive, the less spirits they will spawn, and after a few seconds, maybe even less than that, they will straight up not spawn spirits.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can see he trying to prioritize killing everything, even with a bomb. It's that important to spawn the spirit.
And he's spawning spam,
Honestly.
and he's trancing spam free.
Yup. There was something I noticed, which is more important for Yomo, but Lyrica made use of it.
Lyrica. Yeah, this is not what you want to happen at all.
Absolutely not.
He's trying to raise or something.
Anyways, what I was saying, this is a sneak peek of something that is going to become very relevant later, but you saw Lyrica, they moved up towards the left side of the screen, and that's because towards the left side of the screen there were way more grey spirits than blue spirits. As we said, grey spirits not only give more trance dodge, but they also don't get any bonuses for in trance mode, which is why usually for pretty much the entire game, you want to use gray spirits to fuel up the trance and leave as many blue spirits as possible. And there's a mechanic that can help with that. The spirits do not spawn randomly. They spawn in sides. They spawn in group of usually blues, if you're chaining, blues will spawn on one side and greys will spawn on the other side.
You can see that on SF1 right now. So.
Yeah, look at that. You can see a bunch of greys are staying on the right side, which is why, a lot of grey spirits were left on the right.
This is why the players are essentially able to selectively separate blues from greys and just pick up blues and leave greys behind for the next trance. We should also mention that breaking a chain also switches the sides on which the spirits spawn.
We see Lyrica on Gongling Yoshika right now. This is important.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Yoshika actually.
Yeah, Yoshika fight. Seiga fight is important for scoring because you can kill Yoshika multiple times like this.
Yeah.
And she acts like a boss. So you can build Yoshika as long as you want to. For extra
good Tongli misdirect. Yeah. When you kill, not only does Yoshika drop spirits when you attack her at point blank range, similarly to a boss, she also drops additional grey spirits when killed. So killing her at this level when your PIV is really high is especially important.
Yep. A good Yoshika
Seiga.
Seiga play is very important.
Oh, he only bombed Tao. Lyrica only bombed Tao fellow movement once. So
I believe that's because they are behind the resource and then they need to...
Yeah, this is definitely a backup route.
So you can see again XCF making use of the sides. Look at all the greys on the right side.
It's
very mandatory for the
So on the topic of the spirit spawning mechanic, one funny thing that happens is that I mentioned that chaining switches the sides of on which the spirits spawn. However, this also happens with death trancing, because the reason for that is because when you death trance, it spawns a spirit for no reason. That's pretty much the only reason death trancing changes the side on which the spirits spawn. This also happens when you die with Gauge.
Yeah.
So, breaking a chain can be very bad, because we said you break a chain, you need to start a new one, and you lose grey spirits. And that can mean you lose score, that can mean you maybe miss a trance because you're missing grey spirits. But more importantly, some routes are reliant on the position of spirits. So if you suddenly break a chain, which you didn't plan to, some sections may completely get messed up and become impossible.
Some players will straight up intentionally break chains just so they can get the spirits on the right sides again.
Yep. Usually there are intentional chain breaks to get spirits in a specific side.
We will see that later on with Yomu, because Yomu can do this very effectively. This is because Yomu focus shot a splash. Oh no! He tried to do the half round and he just died. Yeah. So anyway, you can see that Yomu has a slash. And because slash takes around more than 1 second to charge up, it means you can intentionally break a chain by slashing. So Yomu has more options in terms of breaking a chain in order to manipulate the spirit side. We will see that later on if we can get to stage 5, I guess.
So Lyrica is nearing the end of stage 5, and there is actually a very neat trick that players usually perform on that part. So look forward to that.
Well,
so let's see if he'll do it. Oh, I think he...
Okay.
Yep, he's doing it. So what he's doing is he's essentially saving those 3 grey spirits on the left through dialogue, skipping the dialogue, then bombing Futo's first non, and then trancing those leftover gray spirits shortly before they disappear. It's pretty genius.
Green, by the way. I either misheard or you said gray.
I might have said gray by accident, sorry.
Yeah, they Kuskus meant green, yeah. Oh, look at that.
For
Oh,
mine,
he's doing
we
the...
have Vessel Softening.
Yeah, he's doing the
You want to
bombless
get
second spell.
This is slightly hard to draw because obviously you have to actually soften with a bomb to protect you.
Fortunately, you can misdirect that spell, so you can actually make it a bit easier for yourself. But it's so easy.
The misdirect is vital for it. You basically cannot do that without misdirection. Yeah, go on.
Foot is just a lot of bomb spam because
has
you
full
have a lot
gauge.
of greens.
Oh, yeah. Did we talk about how Foot of Gold works? Because I don't believe we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially, Pluto's boat also counts as an enemy, which means that if you trance it, you will get double PIV, because you'll be generating twice as many spirits as if you were just trancing Futo alone.
Yeah, exactly. There are basically two enemies. So if you were paying attention to the sound, you could hear something along the lines of going.
A very good way to describe it.
The space. Let's check actually the space. It's it's better than I expected.
Yeah,
It's probably around 3.65, I think. Or maybe 3.6. I'm not quite sure.
I think he's a bomb piece behind. He's about...
Oh no, that's kind of awkward then.
Yeah, but he's a little over 130 million behind.
Yeah. Factor in the VIP, that's around 3.6 at least. So that's still very strong.
For all the mistakes, this is quite strong for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so stage 6. Stage 6 is probably the biggest PIV cash-in the entire game. And this is because of these enemies, these little fairy trains. Essentially, when you shoot the wisps that are being dragged by those fairies, you will get a lot of spirits. And there are all of them in this stage. However,
the thing is, if you kill
there is a catch. There is a catch.
If you kill the big fairy, all the spirits will die. So that's why you don't want to kill them.
Yes. So the players will be trying to kill as many of those wisps as possible, while also avoiding killing the front fairies.
Yeah.
It's especially vital here.
Yeah.
Because
especially
on a lot of green.
I think that.
Well.
Yep. He tranced. And yeah. At this level, these players will know what exact movements they have to do to make it as consistent and as rewarding as possible.
This is extremely difficult to do, by the way, because one mistake and you kill.
Yeah.
One mistake and you kill the wrong fairy and you gone. That's it.
Hey.
Yeah, you really want to shoot a lot and be quick about it, but if you accidentally kill a fairy, it's GG.
Okay, so I think Lyrica is about to do another trick on Miko on first spell. His trance is gonna end, and he's gonna use the post-trance iframes to cancel the bullets fired out by Miko's first spell. And he can basically just point-blank the whole thing risk-free.
Yeah.
Okay, bombing into second non.
He's dropping this bomb piece or something, I think. That's a good dangerous. I think he's like one bomb piece behind or something. I'm not sure.
There was another wave cancel there through iframes.
Yeah.
Anyone who hates Miko should score TD, as you can see. If you hate Miko, score TD.
You basically rest bomb, and then you have the full chance and rest 3. Is that funny?
Yeah, it's thanks to how right before the boss fight there are that crazy amount of green spirits, basically. Yeah, look at that. They aren't even dodging for 1 second.
Yeah, they're just sending all the resources into Miko.
Yeah, you have to dodge.
I think they're going. Yeah, this is also an interesting way to do
This
it.
is actually hard
Their
to do,
point
though.
blanking
This is
are
actually
actually still spinning
Oh
the
my
spell.
god, they have to do it.
It's
Oh my
insane.
god.
Yeah, you don't dodge for like 6 patterns and then you do that, which is hard. Quite hard.
Looks like Lyrica gonna clear very easily now.
So I believe this is just gonna be a suicide for trans.
Yeah.
Yeah, one suicide for chance.
Did you
Oh,
think?
one thing that I mentioned before, but during the transition between the button, you have the free time where the boss doesn't have any HP. But you can actually shoot damage them. And that's
Yes.
what Lyrica will do now.
And this is what Lyrica is doing right now.
Yeah.
And that's your
So-
free spirit.
So this is the final spell, and yes, there's actually one final throwing trick left on this spell. Or rather, after this spell. You're going to see it soon.
I wish we'd
Yeah.
start describing it earlier because it's quite hard to say. So the TLDR is when Nico dies, the game slows down, and for reasons unknown to me, whenever the game is slowing down, Grey Spirits will like spawn just as fast, or twice as fast rather. Which
Okay, he's
means
suicided.
you can do this time
Yeah.
the slowdown to your
Seems
death.
like good.
Yup, that looks like a very
So
good
this is
score.
so he has 2 bombs left, so the clear bonus is going to be 10 million, so this is 3.68, I think.
Yeah.
That's a bit too early to put the ending blocker.
That is very, very strong costume, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.68 is still an insane score.
But yeah, when you die, you drop Grey Spirits, and if you die during the slowdown, you are gonna spawn in more Grey Spirits.
And like
Yeah.
we said before, dying in this game costs a lot. But even then, he still got this run. That means if he didn't die at all, he will get at least 3.8 kills. So yeah, that's really rough.
So this was a 3.7 through the bonus, right?
Yeah,
Almost.
before the clear bonus, it was, I think, 3.7. 3.67.
Yeah, yeah,
seven, yeah.
3.7.
It's
So the
around
final score should be 3.68.
Yeah, around that.
So if you ask me, after all of those mistakes, this is an extremely strong performance.
Yeah.
If you
It really says something about the level he's at if he can make these mistakes and still get almost 3.7 billion.
Oh my god. That's how strong he is as a player.
Why is this crying about speed kills? It's because speed killing enemies spawns more spirits. And spirits is what the whole game revolves around.
Yeah. This includes the stack enemy, because again we have said it before, but stack enemy will drop less spirit the longer they live. So if you can stick with them, you will spawn more, much more.
Yeah, even
yeah,
bosses.
even boss.
This game, pretty much the philosophy of this game is you are rewarded for dealing damage fast, for positioning to get damage fast, and just in general being fast.
Yes.
That's this game's philosophy. Which makes
I think
it
feel like
it's like, how long is a TD score around? 24 minutes?
Yeah, probably shorter than 30 minutes.
Oh, it's definitely shorter than 30. It should be around 24.
I think around 24, yeah.
24, 25, that's what I expect.
After
Yeah.
that?
Oh my.
Oh, okay.
XCF fan has to get 4 billion if he wants to win.
Okay, so he's just gonna switch to half round.
Yeah.
So the thing is, we said before, SCF Fan is very mysterious player, but he actually has very high sum of best score, enough to beat this run well over. But yeah, you can see he struggled a little bit to stack 1 and 2.
Oh,
because-
wow. XCF
Yeah, because-
Fan needs a 4.05 billion to beat.
Okay, yeah,
Wow.
it's still okay because that is still within his reach. It's not impossible, but it's gonna be hard.
How many people have Yomu 4 billion? It has to be like 5 or even fewer.
Oh, that PB is not accurate. XCF is a really strong player. Trust me, he's very much capable of fire for being.
Yeah, they probably reset their score file at some point or something.
Yeah, I much believe that their SOB is way higher than the current world record.
Yeah.
Maybe they reset their score file to hide their PB.
Pretty
Yeah, he is
much.
very secretly good at PB for some reason.
This is how mysterious we're
and-
talking about.
Yeah, and you can see Lyrica is practicing Solid Eater right now.
Yeah,
He
makes
really
sense.
want to go for T18. He really want to go for T18 right now, pretty sure.
You have his replay? Alright, it was
Yeah,
the
just was
TWC one.
mentioning that last year you could actually see a much higher PB.
And by the way, his from that
I think last year he got like 3.65 or something like that.
Yeah, but that's the very it kinda have a lot of mistakes and die everywhere.
Yeah.
His
That
actually
was mistakes.
potential last year was like 4 build already. If he didn't make any mistake at all, he would get 4 build.
Anyways, I'm surprised Lyrica is actually practicing instead of doing credits. But yeah, okay.
He has all the time in the world, it's fine.
Yeah. They already have a really strong round on the board, so they can pretty much just do whatever. But
So we talked about speed kills, but you see this pattern. We didn't mention this, but this is one of the very few patterns you time down for Grace, and that's
yeah.
Yeah. It's happened to have a good enough race, and more importantly, you don't really lose anything by timing it down, unlike all the
You can't
buttons.
really point blank that parent constantly, so you have to
anyway.
get away from you every now and then. So
Oh,
why
and
not
he's
just Grace
the
at it?
focus button again. Nice.
Nice.
Did you
Beautiful.
mention that slashing before transing with Yono?
Oh yeah, we didn't get. So the thing is, your move slash when you do it at soften drain, it actually responds a certain amount of speed instantly. So if you slash just before you cast, you will turn on the blue spirit into the 100 BIV spirit instead, and that gives a massive amount of BIV difference.
I think
It's enough that. Oh yeah,
it's like,
Hey.
I remember at least 6 spirit spawn.
yeah. Basically, every single time you do that, you get like another extra 600 or 700 BIV or something. I don't remember the number well. But you can do it like 4 or 5 times overall. So that can add up a lot. That's what we're gonna see in the first 2 stacks.
Do we have a name for the stage 1 mid boss? I don't actually remember what it was, but I think there was one.
I don't even know if that one, to be honest.
So if I remember correctly, just this section that XCF Fun just did, this is one of the very few sections where if you go too fast, you might risk getting a more chain that you need. Is that the case, or am I misremembering? Did you intentionally want to break a chain there, maybe?
Yeah, okay, yeah, you do. Because at that point, he was trying to get the blue to the left side and the red to the right side instead. So, however, when you start the section, the blue is actually on the right. So he had to intentionally break a chain cross to switch them back again. It's a bit hard to say right now because we already passed that and you cannot really report that. So if he gets to secure it again, I will try to point it out. The biggest difference with Yobu chance and Marisa chance is that, well, not biggest, but like, they are two different. Marisa only shoot forward and she moves very fast, whereas Yomu, she actually slash to the side. So Yomu can just stand in the middle and kill both sides at the same time. That's really how Yomu get a lot more skill, because you can kill both of them at the same time. Yeah. Whereas Marisa, you have to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically what?
You can see it right now.
You stand
Yeah, right
still.
now. He just stand in the middle and kill everything. And
Yeah.
the blue stand neatly to
Beautiful
one
with the
side,
green.
to the left side.
Yeah, getting that
Got the
green
lead, well.
spirit on the right side is problematic because if you have to intentionally delay the kill on that fairy, because if you keep shooting, the fairy is going to die very close to the right side in the middle of the gray spirits, and you really need those gray spirits to be collected to fuel the trans gauge. But at the same time, you want to trans that bomb piece, so you intentionally delay the kill and basically hope the green spirits doesn't fuck up to the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah. The spirit spawning is RNG, by the way. It's not like any other item spawn RNG. It can go anywhere, so it's kind of problematic sometimes. The last run he did, he actually lost the ring spirit because of that.
Yeah. Lyrica didn't get full gauge.
Yeah. So he did try to go for the hard step one fully right now. Well, he has to be doing that since the start, but yeah. Like we mentioned before, you're gonna see a lot of Marisa tech one reset because of this.
Yeah. Like we mentioned, this route is really, really hard and really tight. And pretty RNG reliant.
Yeah, Marisa, the only oof, yeah, okay.
Oh,
Nailed the aiming component there. Marisa, she only has her speed that can help her, so she really...
Yeah.
Speed is the only thing that she can use, so she really needs to make good use of the speed. Meanwhile, Yomu has the slash, and the fact that her minions just... they chase her, and they are left a bit behind, so they have training.
And even then, Marisa has just barely enough speed to actually get to the other side of the screen and kill the and reach the spirits while they spawn. So.
And you will see sometimes that he will actually go straight for the spirit kill and intentionally leave behind the spirit. Because if you do collect the spirit, you will be late.
Also, I believe these fairies that come out of the sides, I think they also fire at a random time. So
interval, this stage sucks.
Yeah, so it's possible for them to just fire a ring of bullets in your face and force you to reset.
Okay, got hard stage 1. Like you can see, whenever it's a full trans, it's GG.
Yeah, if you get full trans, it's GG. Lyrica is actually very consistent at this, by the way. This is not how normal people will do. Normal people do...
How long has Lyrica been playing?
Oh, a long time. He's like a legend already.
They have been at it for years, maybe, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Any nerd knows how long Lyrica's been playing in the chat?
Yeah,
Look at the spawn graves.
Yeah. He's really going hard on that grace.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was a bit scary. Okay, finish it off. Nice.
Nice.
Breeze.
Nice diamond, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy it.
Okay, good.
With a shotgun.
Hey! Shotgun, bomb, beautiful.
That 3 seconds of shotgun is actually very scary.
Yeah.
But at least it's not Rainbow, because
And you even have to...
Rainbow...
I think Rainbow is actually one of the shots that has to do the whole thing, as far as I know.
Yeah, Rainbow actually has to do the whole thing, and that's actually ridiculous. But we won't see any Rainbow here, so...
I think, I don't
Maybe
remember
next year.
TWC it was, but I remember there was a TWC match where someone was playing Sanae and they were just stuck on that final 4.
I think that was NS at TWC 2021.
This is that one NS, yeah.
To this day, they are the only person who actually pulled out Sana in TD scoring at TWC. I think.
Crazy guy, I tell you.
I feel bad for those people who had to commentate Sana.
I mean, it's okay to like do Marisa versus Chanel, so not that bad. It would be really funny if we have Rainbow versus Sana next year, and
my
if
God.
that happens, I'm just gonna stop. I really want to see SCF Fun at least get a run into Blade game.
Yeah,
Because-
so far,
Yeah.
have they gotten into stage 4 so far?
Your move gets really fun when you go to stage 4 and 5.
Other
and 6.
bombing first nom.
Yeah, it's a bomb for now.
I'm also way more familiar with Yomo compared to Marisa.
Oldest replay of Lyrica on Silent Celine is 23rd of December 2019.
That's
Okay.
only 4 years. Wow.
Yeah, almost 4 years.
Oh wow, what the fuck? 3 bombs off you? Okay.
3.4, okay. It's still really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, they mentioned the world record back then was like 3.6 something.
Yeah. 3 bombs off you at that year is extremely impressive. But lately, of course, we have more strat and more round, so it's not that scary anymore. But yeah.
You know, there's something about Lyrica that I forgot.
Yeah, go on.
There's something about Lyrica that I forgot to mention, but I was. Lyrica actually got his world record like 5 days ago. Like, he's really been getting a lot of run improvements these past days. It's crazy.
And he's gotten to the point where every one of his improvements is like 10 million at best, which makes it really scary. Because
I think
his
I've seen him
category
get
is-
several like 1 million improvements.
Yeah, at this
Yeah,
point,
it's basically become more.
Marisa is getting very optimized.
Reaching Mountain of Faith levels.
Although I believe that Yomo is missing some optimizations instead.
Yomo is not very optimized right now. I think it's like at least someone to build Yomo for it to be anywhere close to optimize, and even then it's questionable. Because if you take the world record run and then you add in Leo, Texas, you already got a run that can get to 4 build. That's not insanity.
Which
And then if we have some,
4.2, right? You said.
it could get there, yeah. If we add the 2 runs together.
For reference, the
in
current world
Rotterdam.
record is 4.120.
Yeah.
4.120.
So there is still a lot of room for improvement for trend design. Maybe eventually I will try to do that too, but yeah, that's for the future. Because this game is actually my favorite game to score.
I love how Lyrica avoids getting these point items while also speed killing these spirits and not spirits, fairies, and getting the spirits.
Yeah. He just right outside the.
Oh, he went through that lane of bullets.
Yeah. This is because spirit spawn. I mean the ghost actually spawn a lot of spirit as well compared to the fairy. That's why he right outside the ghost instead.
It's very hard in general to manage enemies that spawn on different sides of the screen with Marisa, just because she doesn't have that slash advantage.
Yeah, she just doesn't really have any spread. That's her main disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Alright, that was a good dialogue cancel. And you can
Yeah,
see
that-
the flame is active one more time. And with that, a single bomb is enough to get a chance. Which is gonna do this right now. By the way, the fairy section after this, every one of them spawn 4 spirits. So if you miss one trend, you miss 4,000 VIP. Straight up.
Wow.
Oh, we didn't mention that, right? The section is very subject to speed kill.
Actually. Oh, yes, okay.
Oh yeah,
So
right.
basically that's why they really want to try to speak to Gogasa as fast as possible, otherwise you will lose a lot of PLD.
Yeah, this is one of those Touhou sections that spawn additional enemies if you kill them it goes quickly.
It's especially random for Yomu because Yomu has to rely on an RNG bomb, where Kuskus just randomly decide to leave because yes, of course. And Yomu just gonna try with 4 KDA less. That's really sad.
Yeah, they are quite common.
Yeah, it's common.
I think pretty much every stage in TD should have that thing. Though in the stage 2 you can kill the mid boss so incredibly fast that there's like 10 seconds of nothing, which is extremely funny. Okay, so let's see if Lyrica manages to do this.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
The 12 seconds of hell is what we
Yeah, he has to be so close to these spirits while also avoiding these bullets at an extremely short range.
Okay, got the one flame.
Okay, yeah. Seems like he got it. It looked a bit low there for a sec, but he seems to be doing fine.
You can get it, yeah. The good thing about this battle is that you still have a little set spot right under Yoshika, so that's still some extra fun you can get.
Okay, third on bomb.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna cap the piano.
Okay, SD.
No. Wait, no. Yeah, he suicides.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and he's gonna use the iframes to collect the next wave of blues.
Okay, I guess that's
Oh,
what.
that looked scary. Okay, wasn't sure if that was a suicide. Good.
He did this in his world record, I believe.
Yeah, he did. I think last year, I shouldn't mention his name.
Kogasa.
Last year, sort of like did the same thing, and I didn't realize that. So that's something to know.
Is it a recent strat? Because it seems like there are a lot of people who don't expect it.
Yeah.
Iframes are longer than you remember. Touhou games usually tend to give the player a lot of iframes after dying. Like several seconds worth of iframes.
To this day, I still underestimate iframes often.
Honestly, I think I personally find it easy to overestimate them.
I don't know, every time I... this pose...
Why is running?
Did he miss a bomb fairy? A green spirit fairy?
Yeah,
because
we didn't mention that that section spawns a lot of fairies.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and if you kill them quickly, you get more of them.
And
so I think what might have happened is that he spawned one fewer than he wanted. Which means,
Less run.
Yeah, they run.
So this is what we call the off route for fan design. If you miss one single resource, your run's dead.
I think even having one excess resource can kill your run.
Yeah, one extra bomb can mean your run's dead as well. This is funny.
Yes, that too.
Oh man, explain
why
why though. It's actually crazy why that happens.
Yeah. So what happened is basically you try to save up to 7 bombies or something and then suicide. That's why you can carry over the 7 bombies, not an actual bomb. But if you collect one extra bomb piece and make it into one bomb, then you just cannot suicide anymore. Because if you do suicide, you will lose that bomb.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes getting the extra bomb piece, it actually kills your run.
Yes.
This is really funny to think about. Oh, and SCS fun is relaxing right now.
That's how tight this game is with its routing. You need to be exactly on point with your resources.
Yep.
And so I believe you also have to be careful whenever you are getting a bomb extend while you are getting double pieces from a trance. Because if you're at 7 pieces and you collect a bomb piece in trance mode, you will only get 1 piece. You don't get 2 and 1 is carried over as 1 in the other, like from the other bomb extend. You just get 1.
Does this also happen with life pieces?
No, life piece doesn't.
Assume so?
No. Life piece is fine for some reason.
Oh,
only the
really?
bombs. Yeah, only the bombs will work that way. I don't know why. It's just you.
That's
Zoom
evil.
code.
Yeah, it's just a moment. I don't know why anymore. But yeah, bombs will get drowned out. Will get drowned out like that, and we lose one bomb to the chance. But like this is fine.
Don't worry, SPO, you can find a combination of 1-6 in every game, probably.
This is not the time to worry about 1.6s.
Or 16 kilobits.
Yeah. 16 kbps was yesterday. Because Mion.
Dude, I don't know why my stream died for a minute. I think my stream had died for a minute, black screen, I have no idea why.
You mean yesterday at why is scoring?
Yeah, I rewatched the VOD and my stream like was black for a minute. It like froze, I have no idea why.
It's a shame I couldn't be there for that match.
Let's hope nothing like that happens for the players here.
The origin of kbps, well, 16 kbps was IDTN. Well, Mion also uses it a lot, so...
I'd say Neon popularized it much more than IDTN.
Yeah. I know it more from Mion than from IDTN.
Unfortunate to have all of this stage 1 jail.
Yeah.
Except Fan really needs to get out of the early game.
He might really want to go for session instead, to be honest. Actually, last year he also went on out and
Relax time again.
yeah, he relaxed down again. Probably. Last year he had to go on out and he failed the 4-wheel run right at the end of NDS, and that was so bad for him that he basically reset immediately without registering his score.
Wait, did that happen? Oh my god, I don't remember it at all.
That's really funny.
Oh my
He
god.
basically, he was so angry at that he reset without registering the score.
That's
Because
just...
that score would end up being 318, which would have been better than his run. But yeah, whatever.
That's just sad and funny at the same time.
It's... Depending on what type of person you are, the TWC setting can be a bit tough on your, let's say, I don't know, on your mentality, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's
Especially
what like...
when you don't have a run. Like I say this for experience, maybe Gnome can back me up, but when you have yet to get a run going, it can be really bad. But once you get a run, you're chilling. You're so at least
exactly.
like you're gonna be so chill.
Yeah, the fear of DNF.
That's why getting the first run is very important, because it's 100% will have your mentality no matter what.
Mentality can be a big thing here. I actually believe that to perform well in TWC, mentality and consistency are more important than even just skill. We've seen players win because they have had better consistency in the match, even though their overall performance usually is not as good as some other player in the match.
You may be capable of getting a 4 billion score, but if you did like 10,000 attempts to get it, then you're not gonna get it at TWC.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter, yeah.
Oh, that was a terrible death.
Oh, okay. That was awkward.
Lyrica, please reset. It's gonna be awkward to have 2 AFKs at once.
Yeah, we have to come up with something fast. maybe we can explain the spirits. Which never mind. We can
Oh, never mind, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on,
XCF fans back.
Come on, let's go.
For a second, I thought you would start reading the manual.
Manual for relaxing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if these poses help XCF fan calm down and focus, it's good for them. There
Yeah,
are 3
honestly.
minutes left.
I imagine he needs them. Getting stuck in stage 1 can be taxing on your mentality. At least in
I
my
know what
experience.
it
I don't know about. At this point, I really want XCF to go for the. Not necessarily the easy stage 1, but at least like don't tire too much. Cause
I wanted to at least get a run in.
Yeah.
no, I forgot the difference. How much does the easy stage 1 lose compared to the hard stage 1 for Yomo?
It's the hard stack one literally only gain like 5,000 or 6,000 VIP, and that's only roughly around 50 million. So even if he does the easy round, he will still get a good score.
To be honest, 30
So,
million
like-
still seems like a lot at this level.
I mean, yeah,
It's
around
just
50
that
million,
at
yeah.
this point, I believe that a 30 million difference, you shouldn't care about a 30 million difference because easy stage 1 for Yomo is really easy, okay? Usually stage
Basically the
1
kind of stack you can do from beginning level up to high level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that the Yomu stage 1 doesn't actually change from beginner level until like world record level.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Close
the
to world record.
beginner
Or new
is
record, yeah.
very simple, it's very simplistic, and it's good enough for, all until at least 3.6.
You can get like
And what
2.9 with this
extra
one.
fan can perform a good run even with an easy stage 1, that's the thing.
Well, to be fair, if he still wants to get 410 mil, then he has to do the half stack one. Is that not possible to escape that? So, let's see what he's gonna try to do.
But yeah, I also have to admit that, at least personally, I often struggle to force myself to play safe. Just
I-
quite used to going all out, maybe do more complicated stuff. It's not always easy. So
I
it's
always,
something
I
can
always go all out because I don't know how to play safe.
I do. My brain just refuses to do it often.
Yeah, the score is too good, man. Why did you see
So
how?
far, I'm not sure how many times XCF has failed this thing here, but like, it succeeded.
Oh, yeah, he failed it right now.
Is that a death run though? I don't know.
I don't think
It could be a death run.
Actually? Oh, okay, I
Yeah,
was paying
it is.
attention to his gauge.
I heard the sound. I was sure it was.
I couldn't hear the sound well, but yeah. Maybe
Okay,
death
that's a
run,
blunder on my
maybe
part,
death
sorry.
run, yeah.
I wasn't actually paying attention to how much gauge he actually had. I just tunnel
Oh,
vision
it's
on the
fine.
bullets.
It's a very scary thing to do because most
Yeah, something.
we
The
not
big
realize
issue
it.
with that will be
Oh.
that it changes the sides of the chain of the spirits. However, whenever a new stage starts, the sides are reset.
Yeah,
That's not an issue.
yeah.
It's a good thing that the stack reset the side because otherwise round in this game would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the way it works is that the game counts how many spirits you spawned in each stage, and that determines which side a spirit spawns on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't go into detail. Basically, we just said
So you see,
we changed
I mean,
spots.
it's not extremely necessary, but yeah, we could explain it, I guess.
No, just as a fun fact, we are in the early game so far. We have talked about the early game a lot.
Yeah.
For details, literally, it's not that every chain you break changes the sides. Every single spirit spawn will change the side of the next spirit. And it just so happens that if you spawn a blue, it spawns left. The next spirit a gray spawns right. And the very next spirit again is a blue and spawns left, and that's it. That's how
Yep.
it goes. And
It just so happened
that
that it was
dancing
like that.
and dying drops an extra spirit. That extra spirit changes the chain pretty much, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the reason why chaining and breaking and chain actually changes the sides is simply because the very first Grey Spirit that spawn is, I believe, the culprit. Because
Yeah.
it's what starts the chain, it's what like sets off the difference in sides.
I think when you meet the requirements for a chain, the 10th blue spirits will also spawn the first grey spirits. So before you start spawning greys, you will spawn 9 blue spirits, which is an odd number. Correct me on this if I'm wrong.
Yep, it's right. And because it's on
Thank to be
exactly 9
specific, but
spirits.
this mechanic has been a bit obscure until recently.
Yeah.
For the longest time, we just knew chain breaks, change sides, until we learned it about every single spirit spawn.
Yeah, I didn't actually know when it was finally figured out, but I know that there was some crazy reverse engineering involved.
I mean, if I go back into a certain server, I might find the chat which goes in tapped about that. Actually, since we are in early game, I might do that right now, just because I want to confirm that I wasn't spotting bullshit. Oh, great. No, man, apparently you had made a spreadsheet with an in-depth explanation of the...
Yeah, I did. It's not Brexit, it's past bin, I think.
Wait, there's also a spreadsheet, or are you talking about the base bin?
Yeah, I think it's base bin.
It's a paste bin, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, that base bin will explain exactly why the spirits are spawned like that.
Yeah.
Actually, should I send it in the chat maybe for
I
anyone?
mean, if you want to, you can send it, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone who is
Anyone
interested
want
about the cursor to the mechanics,
Yeah.
I'm about to send
This is like
If
a
any-
hidden mechanic of standardized scoring that basically most people doesn't even know exists until recently, where a lot of people know because we we kind of popularize that.
Oh my god, this is longer than I remembered. Holy shit.
Sorry.
Oh,
At least it's not excessively long. Like, I read the whole thing, so...
It's full detail.
But yeah, it's the full explanation in detail. If you're really interested in that, then check it out. It's very informative.
for nerds.
Yeah, for the nerds. I mean, honestly...
Oh my god.
Oh,
Unfortunate death there.
wait,
Literally dog shit.
It wasn't a death trance, was it?
No, I
Yeah,
believe
it
also
wasn't.
that was-
Rest in peace. Is he continuing? Oh, he's continuing. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just that he lost one
And
life.
22 minutes
And
left.
then
They might just
Yeah.
want to get her going and that's it.
Yeah.
One life lost here means that he will get one less life to suicide, Seiya maybe. So that will give like maybe 80 billion loss. Or rather.
Yeah.
I mean, question. Theoretically, wouldn't the first life you lose due to a mistake just mean you lose the Miko final slowdown suicide?
I mean, the thing is, if you suicide too much at stack 4 or stack 5 or something, you will just game over.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
makes sense.
if
Because
you're
the
alive
life doesn't
behind
come
and you still
immediately.
want to do the Miko glitch, then you'd probably need to skip a suicide or something. Just find a way to
Yeah.
save that life.
Because the life doesn't come immediately. That's why. If you die like very late in stack 6 or something, then yeah, it just means you will not do the suicide. But if you die before stack 4, then that just means you have to change your save around completely. Easily. Or I guess you actually die to stack 2, you just want to reset because dying there costs like 200 million of shit.
So how are the trains looking known here?
Okay.
This is fine. Yeah.
Seeing all of those
Yeah, I
items
can see-
drop is very unsatisfying.
Yeah.
It is
And
what
you
it
can see
is.
It is what it is, yeah.
what SCF fan did was a 2-bomb Kogata, and then he doesn't jump immediately. Instead, he go down and keep killing the fairy trains until he can jump at the last moment. That's why for that match in particular, Yomu get a lot of VIP because he can save up a lot more fairy behind. As opposed to Marisa round where, if you don't remember, Marisa basically just bomb the first non and then transfer this bell.
Yeah.
And that's why she will lose a little bit more fairy train later on. It's got around like, I think around 80,000 VIP or something. I'm not really sure. So that's actually massive. I think this is a really good run for 59 or something at least. The problem is,
Unfortunately,
I don't
we
really-
lack any kind of score split for
Information now,
XCF.
Yeah.
he's not this serious. We don't know exactly what he's going to try to do for stage 4 or 5 or 6.
Oh, anyways, I was trying to say this like 30 minutes ago, but like there is this funny thing that XCF does right after the first spell. Basically, it trances and there are blue spirits flying towards Yoshika because like she consumes the blue spirits, you know. So by trancing early like that, you get to save them before they are eaten up while in
You're not saving that.
I didn't even notice that at all.
You just stealing Yoshika food. Okay, he's just gonna do the full SDA captain.
Yeah, full SDA cap.
Probably not gonna design. Yeah, it's not gonna design.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, this is what people have to do
really,
to cap SDE.
well, to be honest, you don't need to do this at your move, but regardless of your sword, you want to get the spirit.
Yeah.
Because getting the spirit will give you the chance for the set for opener, and that gives a huge amount of spirit. I mean, a huge amount of VIP.
Is this enough though?
He might be a little too late.
Oh no! He timed out.
Oh no!
That was unfortunate.
He missed one single little wave,
Yeah.
and that cost too much. Okay. Oh my god, that was so fast.
That was just, yeah, depressing to see.
Okay, though, finally stage 4 for XCF.
Is this XCF fans'
Yeah.
first time entering stage 4?
I believe so, and more importantly, if something goes bad, even towards the very end of the game, they are still gonna have time for another reset.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's focus on XCF because Yomu stage 4 is magical.
Yeah.
The biggest idea is to do the same with Marisa, where you want to do a suicide and a trance near the end of the set. In particularly the spam section. And that spam
But
section, if you,
it's more insane for Yomu, I'd say.
yeah. So the thing is, that spam section, know that it's spawn spirit from both sides. I mean, it's spawn fairy from both sides. And that's exactly where Yomu trance come into play, because Yomu can stand in the middle and kill both sides. But you have to do it carefully, otherwise you're just gonna hit the race spirit by accident.
Yeah, it's the biggest advantage because as Marisa just has to ram into all the fairies and collect just everything. But Yomu gets to do the special. No!
No!
He messed up.
Yeah, he did not
okay.
mean to actually eat up all of them.
Yeah, he want to suicide there by the way, so when you want to die, but the game doesn't want you to die, that's happened.
Yeah.
I was getting so ready for the Yomu spell section.
When you want to suicide, your hitbox disappears. Just shmup
Exactly.
magic.
Ah, that's so sad.
It's actually, come on, that was a cool strat. Unfortunate. Just making use of the suicide.
And Touhou was furious. If he didn't reset that, he would probably lose at least 10,000 DIVs right up from that.
10,000?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not only his
10,000? Oh my god, that's higher than I remembered.
Oh, that's because you misremember with the spam. The spam is different, but that's suicide too late to have a fast story effect.
Yeah, I remember
like a domino
the
effect,
spam
yeah.
for Yomo is like huge, but like, that much?
I mean, it
Yeah.
makes sense considering how many enemies spawn there.
Yeah, I get it, I'm
Exactly.
just, wow, 10,000, that's Isifis or Wobawk level of numbers.
Yeah.
My god.
So yeah, not be able to suicide correctly there, really hard. Enough to make him reset.
It's extremely tilting whenever you fail because of a missed suicide. I really hope XCF Fun's mental is fine.
It's actually really annoying how many runs I lost of my own due to trying to suicide but not being able to actually hit anything.
Yeah,
Usually people just run into a ghost instead of a bullet because the ghost still has random fire interval and it doesn't exactly aim at you either. So if you try to wait to manage your timing and if you try to rush up to them to hit the bullet, you will just accidentally blast through them and yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
So usually people just run into the ghost because they are easier to hit.
Okay. Let's see if Lyrica can
Yeah,
get
let's see if we can see what it's
yeah, can get his HPT. Okay, I think he did. Yeah, he has a flame.
Yeah, that's good one, yeah.
Very good.
As
Very,
long as he
very
gets one
good
door,
execution.
I mean, yeah, as long as he got one flame into the non, then it's good.
Okay, got the trance.
yeah, I think that was even. Do I say overkill? I don't think overkill is the correct term. There was a bit of safety net there. I don't know how to say this. But yeah, got more spirits than needed, I guess.
Okay, that's okay.
Nice.
I need to remember that this is an intentional suicide and not a mistake.
I think you can just tell from maybe the resources. I guess we need the resources from the first opener section of Sector anyway. So if you
Honestly,
don't have
it's
a
really
combo,
easy for me to just tunnel vision on the actual
No.
playfield and not look at the resources.
You know, for the first time just now, I have finally visualized how the spirits actually spawn there. They like make a rectangle. I just realized that.
yeah.
Like, you can actually see the spawn points
Wait.
in a rectangle form.
This is important to say, but Lyrica is on a 3.8 skill base right now. Like, very close to Water.
Big money pace.
Yeah. He only has one DIV behind the Worker with the same score. So that's pretty strong right now.
Nice, I didn't even notice.
So this is a very strong run. That's potentially get to like over 3.8 kill and that would make SCF fun to start.
He got Lyrica has 3 bomb pieces. Is that what he wants? Is that the correct number? Because I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, I don't
I don't remember if he wants to have 3 or 4 here.
I don't remember the bombs in this year.
If they didn't pause out of panic, it's probably fine.
Usually I only remember the bombs at the end of the stage or before the boss fight because everything else way too hard to remember.
Yeah, it's kind of hard
Oh,
to
and
remember
SCF fun.
resources.
Yeah, SCF fun get it. I see. But at least SCF fun gonna get to stack 2 again.
Trans that green. Okay, his suicide, yep.
Yep.
Right.
He's in the
Bomb. Yep, bomb.
Alright.
Okay, trans.
Oh, and if you didn't notice that he actually go very deep to the right side to get the very first, to get the trust, and then trust, instead of going to the middle because the middle has a lot of blue stuff. So that's some of the optimization you can do. I think last time he tried to do this, he died, right? The Huffing Fairy.
Yeah, last time we
Chris.
died to a Giga Fairy. Oh.
He's like slightly behind world record pace, scoring PIV wise. Yeah, resources seem
It's
fine.
actually fine. Yeah, the result is actually fine, so it's fine.
Okay.
He's a little bit behind world record pace, but it's okay. It's still gonna be 3-1 IPL run base.
Yeah.
I think he's just a bit for now to calm down, maybe. Yeah.
Right.
And we got to
Take
see
time.
the harvest.
Okay.
It's very likely he's gonna do half the Sega fight because he got Sekiren already. So Tongling Yoshika
Yeah.
for example, you might see him kill Yoshika over 4 or 5 times or whatever.
Oh, 5 times.
I don't remember.
I know that
he killed.
in his world record he killed her like I think it was 3 times. Yeah. In his world record he killed her 3 times, I believe, or 4. I don't.
Wait, did I forget him? Okay. Maybe I will get question. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is very good from there.
I wrote down 3 kills in my notes, but it's entirely possible that I'm just stupid and didn't notice a 4th one. That's also possible.
I mean, I
Never
actually watched some
exclude
of your moves like
stupidity as a
before.
reason.
I actually watched some of your moves done after, so maybe your move knew more than that. So I might misremember. It's okay. We should know that you're the guy that.
Yep.
I mean. Okay. I don't think SCF fan can get to. Yeah. Get a few more shots.
I really hope he gets to the late game pass. I know the game
Wait,
has
did he
been
miss
mean
the
to him,
bomb,
but
Did he miss the steam bomb? The bomb is again?
okay, his 2nd kill I think.
Okay, second. Let's count.
Okay, he's
Oh,
gonna
he,
miss.
oh, he's just playing safe, yeah. He's just
Oh,
playing
okay,
safe.
he's playing it safe. Okay, that makes sense.
That's kind of weird.
Assuming this.
Left Yoshika alive. Okay.
Oh my
He's
god.
using- Oh. He
That's a
didn't
little
even kill her.
bit
Was
awkward.
that intentional?
That looked weird.
Yeah, it looked really weird.
It looked like
compared
he was
what
trying to
did.
kill her, but didn't actually manage to do so before his iframes ended.
Yeah, he just doesn't care anymore.
It seemed a bit.
He just doesn't care
suspicious.
anymore.
Okay, let's see space.
Yeah, this is way too behind already though.
He's like
This is...
He's like 60 million behind, and 9,000 PIV.
Yeah, this is way too behind. I think it's probably to be like 3.75 views, maybe. It's still a strong improvement, but yeah.
Still a really strong run. I mean, his current one is already really strong, but we might see an even better one.
Yep. Lyrica definitely out of the park right now.
Yeah, he's been killing it. $60 million behind PB.
Yeah, behind the team. It's not enough to...
Sorry for not clarifying. Okay, trans.
Nice.
Also, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that when he was transing Tojiko, I think he intentionally positioned himself in a way so that Lyrica wouldn't be hitting all of his bullets, so that he could kill Tojiko and then have that one fairy immediately spawn and keep chain on it. I think that's what he did.
Nice.
Okay, I didn't feel like that too.
Yeah.
And
Because if he just went all in on the kill, then there would have been some there would have been some time before that one fairy spawned.
yeah, cool. But I
Probably
guess
enough to
sometimes
lose chain.
Delay the kill enough to make sure that happens. By the way, the chain time in 1 second.
Okay, time for the Kuto trick.
Alright.
Chuto speedrun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kuto speedrun.
Pluto trick is a lot more simple at Marisa to be honest. Probably not enough. I really want to see F1 get the stack Byron, just so that we can see the bot chain to Yomu. Because that thing is really special one. Yeah.
Okay,
Get it up.
let's see that second spell. Okay, good misdirect. The bullet speed scares me. Lyrica had to dodge some really fast bullet going his way, but he pulled through, okay.
The way he manages the misdirects there is very interesting because he makes sure that the first two waves shot mostly down, that way the ceiling does not get filled with bullets, and on the very last wave he makes sure to instead get the ceiling filled, just so he can actually stand below her and just keep the shotgun going.
That's a nice observation, wow.
Look, hear the boat, hear the boat.
Okay,
It's like LOL K Super Graze.
I would smash my keyboard, but I'm honestly afraid I'm going to do something funny accidentally.
Okay,
I don't think it's
if you want to, I can unplug my keyboard and do that myself, but no, okay, I can't do it.
No, okay, it's unnecessary. We're past the boat. We're past the boat anyway.
Guys, I think Lyrica lost for some reason. It seems like it's not gonna be good. Yeah, I'm not sure anymore to be honest. It's gonna be an improvement and at least 3.7 view, but I don't think it's gonna be very high.
3 minutes left.
Yeah, 3 minutes left.
Oh my god, SCF fan, please. I just want you to finish the run. Come on.
Come on, last run magic.
Yep. XCF can maybe still fit 1 or 2 more resets in, but no more than that. So he really needs some final run magic blessing.
Anyway, check out how they go for this crazy POC for the items. That's so
Yeah,
fun.
that's insane. Like, it just seems so
Yeah, the
risky
item-
considering how many bullets there are.
They are like the item here works a lot because you
Okay,
see the
our PLC, yeah.
already.
Another?
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay,
What is the
Trans-
Warp
big.
Life Spirit? That one.
It doesn't matter to be honest.
yeah.
Okay.
He's,
Oh, makes sense. It doesn't matter, yeah.
he's gonna get another life during this fight anyway, so no matter.
There are some optimization where you intentionally collect the spirit earlier. That means lower
Okay.
life, but fine. It doesn't matter either way.
Nice spawn grace.
Nice cancel.
I think it was a cancel. I don't remember if he got grace. I didn't actually notice if he got grace from that.
I'm fairly certain that EOSD is literally the only game that allows you to get the grace when you cancel the bullet.
Ah, okay.
Pretty much every other game, I think you just straight up cancel and you don't get the grace.
Okay, I didn't know that. DJ Miko. Oh. He's bombing a washing machine, okay.
Safety?
Guy.
This. What? At least he has no bombs in stock, so maybe it was a suicide? I can't tell, honestly. I think it's entirely possible that it was a suicide.
I mean,
I can.
Lyrica died right inside the washing machine, so I kind of doubt that wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
I thought he was like trying to trust, but then
Because
couldn't get it
they
done.
now get the last bomb extend here. I think that was intentional, no?
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, this was
Let's
fun.
get one more bomb. Okay, it's the
Yeah.
fire. Round one.
Final run.
Alright, final. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Please.
please do a safe stage 1, please.
Okay, nice runs. This is such a strange place to get final run. XCFN is at the start of stage 1 and Lyrica is at the end of the game.
Listen, XF, we really need this match to last another 20 minutes, okay?
Oh,
Lyrica ends now.
yeah, okay, nice bomb.
I don't think it can be.
Losing that one life would have been
Oh,
disastrous.
yeah. Well, it's still a good run, but yeah, not.
And GG.
Looks perfectly timed.
The score?
Oh, it's still 3.7.
3.7, 3.704. Nice.
GG.
Yeah, GG. Very strong run.
Extremely good performance.
Yeah.
Very consistent, very good.
Yeah, Lyrica's consistency was especially important to in this match. Like,
Any big mistakes this run for Lyrica? I don't think so.
I'm still not sure what about the death on washing machine. That's kind of weird to me.
I mean, they're out of perfect when it
we can't even reach a consensus on what that washing machine death was.
Yeah.
Also, I think his tech file was kind of bad too because he lost. I think he lost a lot of score there for some reason. The number didn't add up anyway. Yeah. This game is kind of hard.
Please, XGF, please.
Okay, yeah. We need to see his
Final
tech
run
one.
magic.
Final run
Will he
magic.
do the half? Will he do the half?
Oh, no!
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
It is so
that
sad.
was really bad.
Ah,
I hope he'll at least continue.
I don't know if I would continue, to be honest.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it
This is
would,
not a good.
yeah,
This is not a good place to die.
but it would also be very anticlimactic to see a DNF.
Okay, yeah, that's maybe the first DNF of the TWC.
Actually, yeah, I think this would be the.
No, it's not the first DNF, no.
What was the
Then
other
what's the
DNF?
Wasn't it? No, wait, I think...
I don't remember any other DNFs.
I can't, for whatever reason, I can't... I have the name on the tip of my tongue. Yumi, yeah, but I think Yumi actually got score. Just
Yeah, you actually had score.
Yeah.
It's an actual DNF.
XCFN is contemplating quitting.
That's really sad. He can continue and get like maybe.
No, SXtra didn't have a
No,
DNF.
Okay, I guess that's it then. That's so
Yeah,
sad.
that's it.
It's really sad to...
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the final results. Lyrica wins with 76.872 points. With a
Crazy
Marisa, 3.7 billion.
Yeah.
And
Right.
unfortunately, XCFN did not qualify. It's... I just
It's
want
so far.
everyone to understand that this can happen to anyone on TWC, I believe. There are just so... we can all agree that we have bad days often. We just aren't able to play.
Good armor.
Still...
Remember, this guy actually very good,
Yeah.
but it's just unfortunately not couldn't clear anything
Yeah.
on today.
It's unfortunate, yeah. We know this player is capable of a lot, but It's sad that he wasn't able to show it
He,
today.
I think he's kind of like one of the guys that go for very high PP potential, but he
Yeah.
kind of neglects his consistency too much, and that's kind of happened.
Yeah, someone in the chat asking why is there an SA staff roll team in the background? You see, maybe any second now you might understand why. Although someone already answered your question, I think. Yeah, okay.
That was
What a match, though.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a match.
Yeah, we got to see at least like two very strong Marisa clear today. It's funny because last year we have very strong Yomu clear, but unfortunately, Maribel last year didn't get a very good stack shift. He died randomly. On the other hand, this year we have two very good Marisa run, like 1% but no Yomu run. So yeah,
Oh,
maybe next year we will get.
George got the games confused. Okay.
Oh. Alright.
Accidental foreshadowing. But yeah, once again, GG to both players.
Yeah. GG.
Yeah.
GG's.
So anything we should do?
And there we
that's
go.
the next
in
match.
less than an hour.
Yep, SA Survival featuring Rakasa for Team Harmony, Lyrica for Team Lotus, and Kazimierz for Team Spirit.
So this match,
say.
he actually won of the match with a high level later because all of them L and N in this game multiple times, multiple shots. So you can expect a lot of good survival play from these guys.
I say survival for this year for TWC. It was extremely funny to see the sign-ups for this category because there were like, I swear to God,
Yeah.
like 15 people signed up for this. Jesus.
Yeah, it's
People love
very
this game
popular.
for survival apparently.
It's the one you have to do like a qualifier between a bunch of players, yeah. Just to get these 3 players, by the way.
I mean, for this category specifically, I don't even think we had a qualifier because there were just LNN players. Or maybe I'm misremembering. I do not quite remember. I just remember there were so many players.
I think there was like a very mini qualifier where people submit the best run.
It's been months already.
Yeah.
Wasn't there qualifiers for SA? Yeah, they were.
It should be, I think.
Okay, there are 5 played qualifier. Sorry, got it wrong. "22 signups!"
Wait, how many? Oh my god, 22!
Oh my god. That's way too many.
I'm surprised there are so many SA survival players, especially ones who are eager to participate in TWC.
Well, anyways,
Oh my.
I think that's it for TD and from us.
Yeah.
I think it's time we head out. We let the stream going and be here in 40 minutes for the beginning of commentary, I guess. Because as obviously, as per usual, we're gonna have the info.
Can't wait for a 30-way match for SA qualifiers at TWC 2024.
Well,
Yep, that's it for us. So,
Yeah.
thanks for watching the stream. GG's to both players once again. And that'll be it for us. We're signing off.
Yeah.
we're signing off.
See you guys.
Bye bye.
See you, bye!